Hello to everybody in America. Yes, I am making a YouTube video. This will probably be the first one that I've self-filmed in my life. Yes, I am dressed up because I was supposed to have a job interview and it got postponed, but that is okay with me because obviously hotels are a 24/7 industry. So after we take all this out, the reason why I'm making this video today is, let's just say that this is one of the most, excuse me if I'm about to get emotional here. By the way, to get some introductory things out of the way, I am Elliott Corbin, an author and aspiring motivational speaker from Greenville, South Carolina. And this is what happened today is that I just found out that Donald Trump commuted Rod Blagojevich's prison sentence. And as I explain this is a pretty big deal to me personally, as I will discuss later. It is raining outside, so if you hear the puddles, there are not a lot of good places to film at my school, so without a lot of people distractions, so this is one of the better places in my opinion. And yes, here is the book that I wrote, Undaunted, My Life with High Functioning Autism. I do not have any copies right now, but I will be printing more obviously after I post this so that I can sell more copies and share my story with America as a whole. As we discuss this case, obviously I'm going to start from the background. I do remember around 2008, 2009, this guy by the name of Rod Blagojevich was arrested and all that. I remember that vaguely, but I really forgot all about the case until right before I moved in my freshman year of college when he came up for resentencing. This was obviously around 2016 when the judge held up the original 14-year sentence. And what happened was, when I was not feeling good about college as a whole, you know, I'm not gonna lie, Clemson was my dream school, and to be fair, I'd had to go to North Greenville, which I'm obviously at, and I'm happy now, given the background. But, you know, there were some things beyond my control, not about money, not about grades, just, you know, more autism spectrum related stuff with independence and all that. Just some delays that caused me to need to go to North Greenville, and I wasn't feeling great about that. I was very down. But when I read this article about how Rod was doing in prison, how he was succeeding, I thought, okay, if this guy can succeed when behind bars in this situation, then I will be better off having the success mindset in college. It did take me a year or so to get adjusted, but we are looking at this case. And then obviously right after my sophomore year of college, I read a book called Golden by Jeff Cohen and John Chase, where the sentence where I was reading a book about the case, and it was I was like, after reading that book, yes, this is the college campus I'm filming on. This is one of the better places to film because it is raining very badly outside. And I was convinced of this guy's innocence when we were discussing the case. Hey, Mr. Watson, I'm just making a YouTube video here. Absolutely. Yeah. And what's going on is, thank you so much, Mr. Watson. And as I read this book, I was like, this was right before Trump started talking about commuting this guy's sentence. I swore this guy was innocent. Yes, I had a fantasy football team named Rod Blagojevich, whatever. I can't remember which of the name of the two it is. But what happened was, obviously, I am very, very weak at fantasy football. I honestly don't care about fantasy football. So to be fair, I was honestly playing more to raise awareness amongst my friends for the cause of Governor Blagojevich's innocence. And I will say, I still believe in his innocence, and I do see him as a role model, because when you fight through years of hell over things that you didn't do, and you still maintain your innocence, and you come out in the end, that is a miracle. Now, as I discuss this is a very emotional day for me. The only unfortunate news was that I did not hear it immediately, and then I did not see any potential press conference on TV about it. You know, when he was announcing he was pardoning several other people, but I mean, and it would not surprise me if he were to be pardoned at some point in the future. I just think right now Trump did a commutation just, you know, I guess mainly for timing, but also partially because just, you know, get Rod home and adjusted first. That's a whole different story. But I would say, really, this is a big deal. And I'm thinking, and to Rod Blagojevich, if you want to collaborate with me or me to collaborate with you or help you out in any way, professionally, personally, as you come home, I will be more than happy to help you out. And as I see it, I would have zero shame in working with you, because I'm definitely proud of what you have done. As I see it, you could do a lot of different careers, because, you know, a lot of people believe that you are innocent. That's just my note to him. And yes, to the Blagojevich family, I would like to, at my expense, give you guys a free autographed copy of my book, along with a copy of the letter that I mailed to Rod about a year or so ago that I don't think passed through institutional security procedures, solely, I think, because I didn't put my college P.O. box number on it. So, if you guys want me to give you those things, I'll be more than happy to mail them at my own expense. And yes, I would love to meet you guys someday. You guys are really true patriotic Americans. You guys remind me a lot of the people in my own life. You love America. Yes, I'm getting emotional here. I do not care. You love your family. You really fought for what you're believing in and not being a weasel about your vision for the country. I think this is becoming a little bit too long of a video, but I will say, you know, even when I would get frustrated, even when I get frustrated these days about, oh, I'm not making enough progress in this area of my life or that area of my life, I do remind myself, you know, of this guy named Rod Blagojevich who grew up in a maybe somewhat more rough neighborhood of Chicago, worked his way up to be an attorney, and then a state legislature, and then Congress, and then the governor of Illinois, obviously. I figure, yes, I am a political geek, but that is a whole different discussion, because my political beliefs are very complicated and they are not cookie cutter within the partisan divide. So, and I obviously do not want to really discuss politics, and I'm trying to discuss and thank President Donald Trump for, cue my emotions there. Thank you for commuting Rod Blagojevich's sentence. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to Donald Trump. I will be eternally thankful for what you have done to reunite this innocent man, this family, and to millions of Americans who believed in his innocence like me, that because I was, you know, crowing to the rooftops on my business Twitter account at Elliott Corbin B, or is it Elliott Corbin.B, I was crowing to the rooftops. This guy is innocent and Donald Trump did something about it. I mean, Brownie, I'm not really going to discuss what my political beliefs are, as they are not all that much in line with either party, but I will say Donald Trump earns a lot of brownie points with me for this. You know, the tax cut was also popular, but this is the icing on the cake. And to the rest of America, I will see you guys. Have a wonderful A+ day. I wish you guys the best, as we are in the best civilization of the history of the world. Thank you.